Sunset runner beans. Okay, so this is a sister variety to scarlet runner beans, which I feel most people know. So sunset runner bean has this beautiful pink salmony flower, and when the temperature hits between 10 and 30 degrees, they'll actually set their pods. If it goes over 30 degrees, which in Canberra it does, they'll actually drop their flowers off, and you'll see that this stem's dropped its flower off, and this one might be close behind. That's okay. So what I find in Canberra with these varieties is that they will grow really, really well in the spring. They'll put on all their growth, and then they'll have really, really pretty leaves, and then it will get too hot and it'll start dropping its flowers, but it will continue to grow in the leaf and the vine, and that's what you want, because basically in Canberra these are an autumn or an end summer crop, so that when it cools down and it gets consistently under the 30 degree mark, then that's when they're going to start actually keeping their flowers, setting their pods, and giving you all the beans. Now these pods can get really, really large, so they're really tiny at the moment. They've only been there for a couple of days, but they'll actually get as large as my hand. So you can see it's got a while to go. But then you can either use these as the soup beans or as the seeds. But when you actually eat them, if you eat the bean itself, it's one of those ones that you've got to soak and then you've got to boil for an hour. And then get rid of the water twice. Otherwise, they might give you some tummy troubles. So I don't usually use them as a dried bean. I will use these picked quite young, when they're probably only, say about that big, and they're not stringy, as a fresh bean. If I need it in probably curries or stir fry, but it's probably curry. I really want it soaked because it's not as soft as, say, normal green beans, the round green beans. These are more of something that really has to be cooked a lot to be more palatable, but the upside is that they are really prolific, so that if you need food and a lot of quantities of food, these are the things to grow to eat. But honestly, I really love the flowers even in these, and I like that I am keeping the seed alive, because they will produce and produce and overproduce. Honestly, each head gives you quite a few opportunities for a pod to form, and you can see one's forming in there. And there are many opportunities, honestly. So that's 2 plants, and there's quite a few pods there. And then there's another plant. It grows all the way up there. It's actually got a pod forming up there. And they're dotted all the way through this vine. So this is the sister to the scarlet runner bean, as I said. There is also a painted lady, and there is also a white lady.